Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, review anything and everything. This is just a quick update on my fish tank, my Betta fish tank now. And I'm sorry I don't have my mic in right now, so I hope you guys can hear me pretty well. But I'm just doing this like kind of freehand. So, one, I wanted to focus on the fact that the juveniles are getting really big. There's two of them that are really big. That blue one, and there is a red one, and he right now is hiding somewhere in the background. Those two are getting really big, and I think that those two are males because of their size. Here he goes. So I think that's their brother. I think they're both males because of their size, and they're pretty colorful. They tend to hang around each other. Sometimes they chase each other around, but they seem to be doing very well. That's one of their other siblings, and I think it's a female because it stayed very small in comparison. You can see that. And there's another one that I think is a female because it's also pretty small, though that one's the smallest of the leftover juveniles. Now the water has gotten, for some reason, it's gone where it's been very clear, then it's got a little cloudy, then it's got clear again. So I don't know why that keeps happening, but I like to just keep it natural. The jungle val is starting to really grow in really well right now. Some of the smaller ones now, they're starting to grow in really well. So I kind of really like that's happening. Once that really happens, this whole tank should be kind of full of green. Now, I actually went away for about a week, and everything's been pretty good, other than the fact that, and I wouldn't even really call this a bad thing, it's just part of the nature of the beast. So my white opal male, he kind of got, and I'm going to show a little video clip of him in a moment, put him into the video, but I moved him out of the tank, not because of anything really going wrong. He did get a little bit beat up where he lost some of his tail fins, means that he was getting placed in the pecking order where he kind of ended up figuring out his place. Now, he wasn't, you know, when I came and saw him, I returned off from my vacation. He was still swimming around normally. There was no issues. He wasn't being attacked at that moment. There's just something that they do every now and then. I don't think it's anything for concern, but the reason why I moved him was because actually before I went away, I moved him and I moved the female that I bought with him, the koi female, to try to continue mating again. Because when I moved them, I think I moved them prematurely, and they needed to stay with it, or at least the male needed to stay into the tank with the eggs that possibly were created. Just there was that other sibling there, the second to smallest one. And so I wanted to put them back together so they can have more babies. The problem became the koi female looked like she wasn't doing so well when I switched her in the tank. I don't know why. So I put her back into this big tank, and now she's doing better. Before, she started kind of floating when I moved her, and it was only just for like a couple hours, and she was already looking like she was disorientated or something was wrong. And she looked like she had maybe an infection because she was getting a little bit like fat in a certain area. Now she's swimming better. She's not floating anymore. Everything seems back to normal. So I moved them both now so they could have that, because I want to have more babies, you know, if I can get away with that. There was my little lobster. He likes, for some reason, coming on the top of these plants, which I don't know why he does that. And I actually don't like when he does that, only because this female right here, when I first got her, he grappled onto her, wasn't going to let her go. If I didn't make him let her go, he probably would have eventually chipped away at her and then eventually killed her. So I don't know if he's doing some crazy things. The snail eggs have not hatched, though I see a little floating round things around, so maybe that's them, that they fell off into the water. I don't know. So now I'm going to show a quick view on the other smaller tank with the other two. So this is them here. There he goes, chasing her around at the bottom. This tank has 3 snails in it, 2 of the regular type, and this little tiny one who's somewhere in there right now. You guys seen him before in the video. So they both are doing okay. You could see him there. He's not as free-flowing now because he got kind of a little bit beat up, but it's fine. It wasn't crazy. He was in the tank, and he was swimming around. He probably just had a moment where he challenged the king, and he lost. Nothing wrong with that. That's just part of the territory. I think all these fish have been very healthy and doing very well for the time that they've been inside the tank. Altogether, I only moved them because, like I said, I want them to actually be able to breed. There you can see the koi female. And that's really about it. Just a little quick update on things. So like I said before, my main tank had a total of what I believe to be 4 males in it. They've been doing good so far. There really isn't an issue. I think that for the most part, they're getting along. I know a lot of people might challenge this view. I think that things were going pretty well. And I'll keep you guys updated. All right, you guys, as always, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.